AETA for calling in sick to work just because I needed a break? Last week I woke up and just couldn't do it. Not in a dramatic way. More like that quiet, heavy kind of tired where even brushing your teeth feels like climbing a hill. I'd been running on empty for months. Work's been busy, my manager keeps piling on tasks, and every night I tell myself I'll rest tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. So I called in sick. Not because I had the flu or food poisoning, just because I needed to stop for a day. I cleaned nothing. I answered no texts. I just sat on the floor with my cat and listened to music. It was the first time I'd felt calm in weeks. The next day, my manager pulled me aside and said I shouldn't fake sick for mental health reasons because it sets a bad example. I said I wasn't faking. He gave me that look. The one that says, "You're fine, stop being dramatic." Now I feel guilty. Not because I think I was wrong, but because I know how people see it. If I'd said I had a cold, no one would have blinked. But saying I needed a mental break makes me sound lazy. Still, that one day probably saved me from burning out completely. So maybe guilt's just part of the price for finally stopping.